W8WKY.
SLD, WB3K. KD8SLD, WB3K. Negative on the call, WB3K clear.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
W8WKY.
All right, there's the girl. QST, 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 welcome to the BeaconNet pre-show. The BeaconNet is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown. The frequency is 147 Mark 39 with positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Tulsa time. This is the pre-show. I'm here to take early check-ins and in and outs. I line them up and SLG, just Nick. How's it going, Nick? You have no responsibilities whatsoever. How does it feel? How's it going? How's your Wednesday? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
W8HRF, this is KD8SLG, not in Orville, checking in on Allstar. I'm going to do my best to stick around tonight, but couldn't miss the opening salvo for the world. Started the weekend early, because I have no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. This is KD8SLG, back to net control.
KD8SLG, W8HRF, sounds good, Nick. Well, you enjoy the weekend here. I'm looking forward to it. One more work day for myself, and we're there. Thank goodness. All right, we're going to clear with KD8SLG, and that brings us down to Nick at night, KE8QKO. How are you doing, Nick? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
W8HRF, KE8QKO. I'm doing fine, Josh. I'm doing fine. I am not on Allstar. I'm on, I'm tired. I'm just talking on my radio. So, pre-show, I probably won't stick around for the pre-show. I'll stick around for the net. How's that? You got some names to pull in and some people to go through for the pre-show. But I'll be around for the net. And hopefully I shouldn't have anything going on the rest of the evening by the time the net starts up. I'm kind of on call right now, but as long as nothing breaks, I don't have to do anything. So, anyway, with that, sir, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
KE8QKO, W8HRF, sounds good, Nick. Good to hear you, and we'll be listening for you on the net. I know what you mean about being on call if things break, but hopefully nothing crazy happens. So, anyways, we're going to clear with KE8QKO. Let's move down to Eric, KE8VZA. How's it going, Eric? You have no responsibilities whatsoever. What are you up to, and will you be sticking around for the net?
W8HRF and the prenet, this is KE8VZA. I am crossband repeating and roaming around the house. We're going to activate the couch here shortly, and then I may transition into activating the bed. My batteries are a little low this week, the last couple of days, but I am going to hang around for the net as long as my eyelids remain somewhat open and my ears are working, and I can push the PTT. So anyway, KE8VZA back to net pre-net control.
All right, right, very good, Eric. Well, good luck and activating couches on the air. That sounds comfortable. And, yeah, I'm one of these. Well, it's nice that we have the Allstar Node. I'm glad that we have the Allstar Node. Originally, I was trying to decide if we would do like a crossband repeat setup or if we do the Allstar Node, but the Allstar Node's worked out really well. So, all right. So, let's see. Where are we at? We got a couple of check-ins via the blue screen. WB4AIZ Chuck was in and out. K4OG, I got you off the blue screen. AB8MO, K5 CFY, stuck in number 10 spot there, Ray, if he's out there. KA8MNT Tom, and WB8CXO Mike. Thank you for streaming us on YouTube, Mike. We appreciate that. We'll try to get the link posted here shortly. All right. With that, first, before I get going, is there any emergency or priority traffic before we get going here? All right. Hearing nothing, I'd like to remind everybody that this is a linked system, so please key up for a few seconds before you start talking, and then keep that button pressed for a second or two after you finish so we hear everything that you have to say. I'm going to take a couple rounds of check-ins, and then we're going to work that list and see who's sticking around for trivia and who is not. So with that, this is W8HRF. If you'd like to check in to the BeaconNet pre-show, please call now.
W8HRF, WB3K. Hello, Josh. Phil from Canal Fulton. And just checking in. I'm not going to be sticking around. So you have a good net this evening. And nice work here on the pre-net.
All right, we picked up WV3K. Phil, thanks for stopping by. Got you in and out. Nice to see you at the picnic I think that was like a couple weeks ago anyways. Nice to have an eyeball QSO with you. All right, so let's do another round here before we start working this list. This is W8HRF taking check-ins for the BeaconNet. Please call now.
KI5JIV, Kilo India 5, Julia India Bravo.
All right, we picked up one. We'll take them one at a time. KI5JIB. All right, Chris, we got you on the list. All right, let's head up to the top of this list here and start working the stations we got. Up at the very top, we got Mark, K4OG. How's it going, Mark? Got any plans for Labor Day coming up? And any more adventures in activating parking lots on the air? K4OG, W8HRF.
W8HRF, K4OG. Josh, I locked myself into 2 weekends in a row of packing. Gonna get ready to move into another apartment. September 14th. So, sorry, no ham stuff the next couple of weekends. Bummer, but it's all towards a good cause, being more ham active at the new place. And if you can mark me in and out, Josh, you and Lucy, have a wonderful show. Enjoy, and we'll catch up with you next time. K4OG back to net.
K4OG, W8HRF. Sounds good, Mark. We marked you in and out. Hopefully the new place will be a little bit more ham-friendly than your current apartment situation. So sounds like maybe that was part of the reason for the move, but we'll see. So anyways, we'll catch you later. And so we're going to clear with K4OG. Good luck with moving. And we're going to move on down to Andy, AB8MO. How's it going, Andy? And how's 015 doing? I heard it was had some little bit of packet loss this morning. I didn't hear too much, but AB8MO, W8HRF.
W8WKY. W8HRF, this is AB8MO. Yeah, the packet loss is pretty bad this morning. It's a little there, it's better, but I might just switch things over to Echolink because, believe it or not, sometimes that's better when I have packet loss problems on Allstar. Border and Breaker Net was pretty much packet loss free, so I don't know. Trying to figure out how the bankruptcy hearing went. As you know, Trumbull Memorial Hospital is slated to close, and that is where our 9.7 repeater is, on that hospital. So I'm trying to figure out if we have 3 weeks to get our equipment out of the building or not. But I'll stick around. What's your call? W8HRF, this is AB8MO.
AB8MO, W8HRF. Sounds good, Andy. We'll leave you, we got you sticking around. Yeah, it's too bad about the hospital. Hopefully, I haven't heard any, I've actually not looked into it anymore since I talked to you last, but hopefully you guys won't lose your repeater site. But at least it's not, like we were talking about, there's a backup plan if it does happen. So anyways, we'll leave you on the list, and thank you for linking up 015 there. I was a little busy before the net, resetting up my net logger. All right, we'll clue with AB8MO. That brings us down to Ray, K5CFY. How's it going, Ray? And how are things out in Oklahoma? K5CFY, W8HRF.
W8WKY, repeater, P.
Hey, HRF and the net. This is K5CFY. It is hot and muggy here. It's supposed to cool off this weekend, but anyway, it's still 90 degrees here. And anyway, thanks for running the net. You guys are awesome. Wouldn't miss this net for nothing. So have a great one. Have fun, and I'll go off here and let you get some more check-ins. Send me 3, everybody. K5CFY.
K5CFY, W8HRF. Sounds good, Ray. Sorry it's so hot and muggy out there, but I know everybody, we had a cold spell for a little while here where it got down, I think it was down in the 60s, but now it's back up. It's been a little warm, so, but not as warm as you guys, so hopefully you'll get some relief soon. So, all right, we'll catch you during the net. We'll listen for you during the net. Thanks for sticking around. K5CFY, W8HRF. All right, that brings us down to Tom, KA8MNT. How are you doing, Tom? And I'm not going to put you on the spot for a joke, but I missed yours this morning on the net this morning. KA8MNT, W8HRF.
W8HRF. This is KA8MNT. Well, I'm not going to be here much later because my eyeballs are starting to get a little bit on the heavy side. But I did go to McDonald's today and had a kid meal. It tasted pretty good. Only problem is his mother was really ticked off at me. So with that, I want to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to W8HRF.
KA8MNT, W8HRF. All right, sounds good, Tom. Thanks for the joke. Appreciate it. I'll mark you in and out. Thanks for stopping by. Oops, that's the wrong line. Here we go. All right, we got you marked in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Tom, and you sleep well. All right, we're going to clear with KA8MNT. That brings us down to the WB8CXO. You're normally in and out, Mike, but you might. I wasn't looking in the message window to see if you're in and out. Let's see if you're here. WB8CXO, Mike. This is W8HRF. All right, he's normally in and out. Well, we appreciate him stopping by on the blue screen and streaming us on YouTube. So thanks so much, Mike, if you're listening, and we'll catch you later. All right, that brings us down to Phil. WV3K was in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Phil. And that brings us down to Kilo India 5, Juliet India Bravo. Chris out in, looks like Tulsa. How's it going, Chris? And will you be sticking around for the big show?
I will not be sticking around. I should have been in and out before. I actually wasn't sure how to do it.
All right, that was a little bit of a mess. So we'll mark him as not responding and come back to him a little bit later here. Let's see, I picked up a couple more off the blue screen. KE8ZZR. Harry, how's it going, and will you be sticking around for the big show?
Hey, good evening, Josh. Yeah, this is KE8ZZR. No, I'm not going to be sticking around for the big show. I just want to get my ticket punched and move along here. So that's about it. Hope you're well, and I'll turn it back to you. This is KE8ZZR.
KE8ZZR, W8HRF. Sounds good, Harry. Thanks for stopping by. We marked you in and out, and hope you're doing well. All right, KF5RFI, Mac said that he'll be back for the main event, so we'll give you a call during the main event here in a little bit. There, Mac, I need to get your name updated in my preferred names column. Sorry about that. All right, we'll give you a call during the big show. All right, that brings me down to the bottom of my list. Yep, no more in the blue screen. If you would like to check in to the BeaconNet on the W8WK repeater, please give me a call now, and we'll get you on the log. W8HRF, I'm listening.
Kilo India 5, Charlie Papa Papa, 5 CPP for the count-o. N9JPH, November 9, Juliet Papa Hotel, Jason, McAllister, Oklahoma, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf.
Kilo 8, Papa Juliet Whiskey, K8 PJW, in and out tonight.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC, Fred, Akron, in and out. Have a great night, folks.
All right, let me pick it up there.
W8WKY.
All right. I think I got it. So, on that round, we picked up Kilo India 5, Charlie Papa Papa. Let's see, and then we got Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf, KC3 SEG. And then there was a November 9 Juliet Papa station that I didn't quite get the last letter on, N9JP. Can you come back with your call sign again, please? November 9, Juliet Papa Station. Can you come back with your call sign for me? This is W8HRF.
9 Juliet Papa Hotel, N9JPH.
There we go. N9JPH. Thanks so much for coming back to me. Got you on the log. Let's see. We also picked up Phil, K8PJW. Got you in and out, Phil. Thanks for stopping by. And Fred, WA8KOC. Thanks for stopping by, Fred. And we'll catch you on the barometer net soon. Let's see. Let's go up to the top of this list and work it. KI5, Charlie Papa Papa. How you doing? And will you be sticking around for the big show? KI5, CPP. You out there? Will you be sticking around for the big show? All right. We'll come back to him. Just not responding here. That brings us down to Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf. How's it going? I think Greg. And will you be sticking around for the big show?
Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf. Yes, I'll be sticking around for the big show. Looking forward to it. Back over to you.
Sounds good. Thanks for sticking around. Lucy will talk to you up at the top of the hour here. All right, that brings us down to, we got 8 minutes till the top of the hour. Let me re-identify. This is the BeaconNet pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. Going through our list of check-ins, our pre-check-ins for the BeaconNet, which starts at 10 o'clock here in a little bit. Next on our list is November 9, Juliet Papa Hotel. Looks like Jason. Will you be sticking around for the big show? All right, nothing heard. We got a couple of not respondings tonight. Let's see. Down at the bottom of the list here, going to add AI5Q Jairus and KC8FQV. Mark, let's see. Jairus, will you be sticking around for the big show? AI5Q, W8HRF.
AI5Q, I will be sticking around for. I was going to make fun of the big show and call it the small show or the little show or the wants to be on TV really bad but only has a YouTube channel show, but that's okay. I'll stick around for the big show, as it were. AI5Q, back to net.
AI5Q, W8HRF. I'm okay with being a wannabe YouTuber. No, I don't want to be a wannabe YouTuber. We'll call it the little shoe. We'll say we'll ask if you're sticking around for the little shoe at the top of the hour.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Jairus. We got you sticking around. Lucy will talk to you at the top of the hour. All right. That brings us down to the bottom of the list. Mark, KC8FQV, is the last on the list right now. Mark, will you be sticking around for the big show? All right, let's try one more time. KC8FQV, W8HRF. All right, nothing heard. We'll come back to Mark in a little bit here. All right, that brings us down to the bottom of the list. We got about 5 minutes here before the top of the hour. If you would like to get on the pre-show log before the BeaconNet starts at 10 o'clock, please give me a call. This is W8HRF. I'm listening.
For Echo 0X3. For Echo 0X3.
All right, we got one that time. I don't think I was ready for that call sign. Was that 4 Echo? It was 4 Echo Station. Come with your call sign again and give it to me a couple of times phonetically, please.
Echo 0 X-ray QSL for Echo 0 X-ray for E0X.
All right, I think I got it that time. Was that 4 Echo 0 X-ray QSL?
QSL confirmed for Echo 0 X-ray.
All right, awesome. Thanks so much. Will you be sticking around for the big show? And what's the name on that end? It's not showing up on my net logger here. Go ahead.
Yes, I will. For Echo 0 X-ray with the handle of Joel, Juliet, Oscar, Echo, Lima. Joel.
Oh, very good there, Joel. Thank you so much for sticking around. Lucy will get to you here at the top of the hour when we start going through the list. And, yeah, good to hear you. Thanks for sticking around. All right, we got about 2 or 3 more minutes before the net starts. Do we have anybody else who would like to get onto the pre-show before we hand it over to Lucy? This is W8HRF.
Kilo Charlie 5, Mike Oscar November, KC5, MON. That's Michael in West Texas. I tried to check in earlier. Don't know if you got it or not. In and out, please.
All right, we picked up Kilo Charlie, Mike Oscar November. Michael, thank you for stopping by. We got you in and out. Did not hear you earlier, but we got you now. So thanks for stopping by. All right, let's see. Looks like we have RevKev popped up in the blue screen. Not sure if he's all connected up yet, but we'll give him a call here. K6KJV, RevKev, are you out there? And will you be sticking around for the BeaconNet?
Well, I can't get anything past you. You think that the government is spying? Oh, that's right. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. And yes, I am sticking around for the really big shoe. So, that's right. Double D's. So I really don't need to stick around, but I want to. I want to hear what the questions are. So, back to you there, Josh, from K6KJV.
W8WKY.
All right, RevKev, thanks for sticking around. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you at the top of the hour here in a little bit. All right, that brings us to, it's about 10 o'clock. So I'm probably just gonna pass it over to Lucy. I'm getting some reports from folks that the 49562 is having, 48496 node is having a hard time. So we'll see what happens with that. If you're not able to get in through Allstar, there is always Echolink, and you could try 3211. That might work as well. Not sure. So We'll see how it goes. It'll be an interesting net. Thanks to everybody who checked in with me on the pre-show. We appreciate it. It's time for Lucy to light up the nighttime airwaves here on the BeaconNet. K8YUK, W8HRF. Take it away, Lucy.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to preface all of this with saying I have a cold. I'm really sorry for how this is going to sound. Welcome to the BeaconNet. I'm Lucy, call sign KE8YUK, Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo, and I will be your net controller this evening, even if you wish that I wasn't. The BeaconNet meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater. And I can't read my phone because I moved my knee. 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. You can also find us with the Allstar Node 48496, although were we just saying there's a problem with that right now? Yeah, don't give up. And Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside, and various other repeaters, so please key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we can hear everything you've got to say. You'll hear a beep, but wait just a second or two after the beep. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? If so, please call now. Nothing heard. If any emergency does come up, please get our attention and we will pivot and focus on you. But otherwise, we've got a good list of stations from our pre-show. But if you missed the pre-show and would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, as well as your name and location, if you could, please. And if you do it slowly, I am much obliged. If you're interested in checking in, please call now.
Kilo November, Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Kilo November, David, Boynton Beach, Florida.
All right, I'm going to pick it up. David, we've got you on the list, and we will add you to the entire pile that we've got running. Oh, my goodness, this mouse has no traction. All right. Fantastic. We've got you on the list, and I guess we'll try one more time, see if we get anybody else on the list, and otherwise we will run what we've got. So if you're interested in checking in, go ahead and call in now.
Shop better known as KQ4, PGY, Central Florida.
November 5, Juliet Oscar Juliet, Northeast Oklahoma.
Fantastic. Thank you for checking in, fellas. We've got Fred from Florida. I need to look at my own list. Oh, my goodness, that's so far away. We have KQ4BGY, and we also have William. We will talk to you about your preferred name when we get to you, but that's what QRZ pulled up for us, and 5JOJ, and you are on the list. So we're going to go all the way up to the top of the list, and we're going to talk trivia. I have Maine, and Josh has alt, so I'm going to unkey here for a second, and I'm going to tell you what the trivia is tonight. All right, I should have saved this for December, but I decided not to. Here we go. His call sign was K2ORS, and he wrote and narrated the classic film that had everyone saying, quote, "You'll shoot your eye out," end quote. Who is it? A. Clive Cussler, B. Franklin W. Dixon, C. Gene Shepard, or D. The Grinch Waldo Bean. Again, his call sign was K2ORS, and he wrote and narrated a classic film that had everyone saying, "You'll shoot your eye out." Who is it? A. Clive Cussler, B. Franklin W. Dixon, C. Gene Shepard, or D. The Grinch Waldo Bean. That is your main trivia. I'm going to pass it over to W8HRF for your alt trivia.
KE8YUK, W8HRF. Tonight's alternate trivia question is, the German U-boat U-505 was captured by the United States Navy during World War II. It was the first enemy warship captured by the U.S. Navy since which war? Your options are Alpha, the Civil War, Bravo, the Spanish-American War, Charlie, the War of 1812, or Delta, the Siege of Fort Cornwall. I'm going to let it drop, and I'm going to reread it. All right, tonight's alternate trivia question is, the German U-boat U-505 was captured by the U.S. Navy during World War II. It was the first enemy warship captured by the U.S. Navy since which war? Your options are Alpha, the Civil War, Bravo, the Spanish-American War, Charlie, the War of 1812, or Delta, the Siege of Fort Cornwall. W8HRF, back to KE8YUK.
I'm still dealing with that trivia, and I almost forgot that I was in charge of the net. Anyway, I will answer Nick's question in the blue screen in a second, but we're going to work this list. Andy, you are first up because we have Chuck WB4AIZ and Mark K4OG in and out both. So, AV8MO, what have you got for us, and what are your trivia answers?
All right, this is AV8MO, and that came a lot faster than I was expecting, and yes, you're right. I am looking up the net control team's node. I'm first line. What do you think of that? Oh, let's see here. For Josh is, was captured which world? Okay, I'm going to say, oh, that's a lame trivia marker. The War of 1812. So that'd be Charlie, and then for Lucy's, how about C and C? Charlie and Charlie. So anyway, coming in through Echolink, well, Florida. We don't have an Echolink on 015, just Allstar. So right now, I'm doing kind of a daisy chain thing between my clear node, because that will bridge Allstar and Echolink connections, and then 015. It sounds like it's working okay. The audio quality is not as good, but I don't want to deal with any more disconnects. So, trying to find information on what went on with the bankruptcy hearing for Trumbull Memorial Hospital. Or it's regional now. Trumbull Regional Hospital. It used to be Trumbull Memorial. You know, the hospital system that owns it now wants to close it by September 19th. And the only news that I'm reading for today is they're diverting most patients to the other Warren Hospital St. Joe's. So it doesn't sound very promising. So, but as Josh, as I mentioned, apparently you picked up on it, Josh. I guess I just mentioned you. One of the club members did offer to house repeater for the impending site loss, which looks pretty imminent now, unless something changes in the next 3 weeks. So we're probably going to be discussing that at our next club meeting. So, yeah, at least we have somewhere to put it. So it's just kind of a headache taking all the equipment out of the building, but we got to do it if the hospital is closing down. All right, that's all I'm going to say for now. Back to you there, Lucy, the magnificent KE8 Yuck. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO, KE8YUK. I will take the magnificent Yuck. I feel like that could be a book title. Good luck with the hospital hearing. It hadn't even dawned on me that hospitals could go bankrupt, so I don't even know what to say about that. Sorry about the hassle, though. Wish you luck with that and sweet dreams in general, I guess. We're going to clear with Andy, and we're going to move on to K5CFY. Ray, how are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers?
Yankee, Uniform Kilo, K5CFY. Good evening, Miss Lucy. Great job on the net. Appreciate you and Josh doing the beacon net tonight. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie for my guesses tonight. And get a lot more check-ins and have fun and great net. Appreciate you guys, the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, for putting the beacon net on every Wednesday and Sunday night. Look forward to it. 73, everybody take care. K5CFY, back to you, Miss Lucy.
All right, good to hear from you, Ray. Thanks for checking in. I don't know what's going on in the blue screen, but anyway, good to have you, Ray. Sorry once again that I missed the boredom breaker, but with Betty, that's just kind of par for the course anymore. We're going to clear with Ray. We had KA8MNT, WB8CXO, and WB3K all check in and out, so thank you for coming by, fellas. We're going to try Chris, KI5JIB. Hopefully you can get in. And if you can, what are your trivia answers? All right, we're going to put Chris's in and out, but thanks for coming by anyway. We also have KE8ZZR, Harry, in and out. So thank you, everyone, for coming by. And we're going to hit up KI5RFI. Mac, how are you doing tonight, and how are your trivia answers?
Good evening. Good evening, everybody on the net. KI5RFI here. A beautiful day here in the Ozarks. Had a little bit of rain on one side of town and nothing on the other. My side didn't get any. Anyhow, my answers for the trivia question are Bravo and Charlie. Back to net control.
Thanks for coming by, Mac. We've got you down for B and C, and we hope you have a great night. We're gonna clear with KI5RFI, and we're gonna talk with KI5CPP. I wish I had your location, but I can't scroll that far. So anyway, how are you doing tonight? And are you sticking around? I'm in pre-net mode. What are your trivia answers? Over to you. All right, we're going to mark KI5CPP as in and out, as we have yet to hear back. And that could be part of the repeater issue or struggle that's going on. But we're really glad that we have him on the list. We're going to try to catch KC3SEG. Greg, how are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers?
Good evening to you, Lucy. Thanks for running the net. Just got done a POTA activation. I got a lot of you guys and women out in Oklahoma and Arkansas and Texas, and you were all coming booming in there tonight from Maryland, 20 meters. Charlie for my trivia questions. And again, Lucy, thanks for running the net, and I'm going to turn it right back over to you. KC3SEG, back over to you.
KC3SEG, KEAYUK, thanks for coming by, Greg. Congratulations on your POTA activation. Glad to have you, and we have you down for C and C, and we'll catch you down the line. We're going to clear, and we're going to try to catch Jason, hopefully, N9JTH. Are you out there, and do you have any trivia answers for us? nothing heard from Jason, so we'll either still go back or we'll mark him in and out. I'll see what my logger's going to do. We also had Phil, K8PJW, and Fred, WA8KOC, as in and out. So thank you for stopping by and getting your ticket punched. We're now going to talk to the infamous Jairus, the host whom I'm ever grateful for taking care of my brother when he went through Oklahoma. AI5Q, how are you doing tonight? We've got your answers already, as I believe you changed them to C and C, but you can correct us. How are you doing tonight?
Good evening, Miss Lucy. I am doing much better than I was about, an hour ago. An hour ago, I was fuzzy vision, couldn't see what was going on. You would have thought I was drunk, but it was just low blood sugar, so I got that corrected, and I'm feeling much better now. I did change my answers to Charlie and Charlie. I misread. I was speed reading through them, trying to answer them, and then I went back to look at the questions and scrolled up and thought, oh, no, I misspoke. Anyway, it was a blast hosting your brother. I'd love to do it again sometime if he wants to go on another road trip. He's got a place here if he needs it, so... Goes for the rest of your family too, Lucy, in case any of them grow up and decide they want to follow in the footsteps of their older brother, which is your younger brother. 48496 was acting funny, so I connected directly to 43211, and should be a little bit more stable for now, but I had to manually disconnect it because it's not on a timer. Otherwise, we're going to hear the barometer net on the RCWA boredom breaker hub, and it's tied into the extended freedom network at 6 a.m., and that may be problematic, so hopefully I don't forget to disconnect it. AI5Q, back to net control.
Thank you so much for checking in, Jairus. We'll try to remember. To remind you to disconnect it. I'm really glad that you figured out the blood sugar problem. That's scary, and glad you're feeling better. As far as hosting the rest of my family, oh boy, Josh said the rest of my brothers will not be allowed to do what he did, but I think they could. Brother number 1 is in Texas, back and forth in Texas for work. Brother number 2 is the one you met. Brother number 3 is at the seminary, wreaking his own kind of havoc. I talked with him tonight, actually. Brother number 4 is far too young to do that, but he would certainly try. And the youngest sister really thinks she could do anything, but we'll see what the world looks like by the time she gets old enough. But thank you very much, and really glad to have you on the list. And we've got you down for C and C, and we should be all set. We're going to clear with AI5Q, and we're going to talk with KC8FTV. Mark, did you figure out your connections, and do you have trivia answers for us tonight?
W8WKY.
Yeah, well, I have batteries that have to get replaced. I think they're going to need to get replaced for the UPS. So, they're not there. The UPS is just sort of wants to make some very quiet chirps or whatever. Yeah, I was the same thing. I was heading down the hill in the numbers. So I go get the high test. Yeah, you guys use unleaded gas, the 86 or octane. I use the 93 octane or the high test to get the sugar up again. Yeah. So that's why I had to do. The pump was leaving me no. I looked at the numbers; they were in the red, but we took care of it. And I'll check it again. I'll probably take a little more and put a little more carbs in. But on the trivia, I'm going to just go Charlie tonight. Yeah, I'm going to just go that route because I didn't look at them. And we'll just take a gamble. I could say Delta, but we'll say Charlie because earlier there was a trivia I had on the other net about the NTS, National Traffic System. And the answer was 1949, and that was D. But other than that, I'll just leave it at CC, and we'll see what happens. Good hearing, everyone. Yeah, I promoted the net over on the 14682 machine. They have their net at 9 o'clock, the Cars group up in Cleveland. So I told them, come on down. You guys want to do another net later? So I always do promote it around. So, and I think Lyle. No, Andrew. He's talking about the Warren group's got to move their repeater. Wow, another hospital closing. This is crazy what's happening with these hospitals. Moving, closing. You can't tell what's happening. So back it comes, KSFQV.
KC at FQV, KE8YUK. We've got you down for CNC, and yeah, I actually had heard nothing about hospitals closing, so this is all news to me. So it's kind of crazy. Thanks for checking in. Good to have you. Wouldn't be a net without you. We're going to clear with KC8FQV, and we're going to switch on over to 4E0X Joel. How are you doing tonight? Do you have your trivia answers for us? And if you have any other traffic, send it our way. Over to you.
Good evening there. Good evening to all stations on monitor. For Echo 0X3 with the handle of Joel, QTH from Naga City, Philippines.
Echo 0 X-ray. We caught the first part of your transmission, but then you dropped off. Are you still out there?
Sorry about that. For Echo 0 X-ray, Joel. QTH is from Naga City, Philippines. And for my trivia answer is, it's Charlie. Thank you. Back to you, Control.
For Echo 0 X-ray, KE8YUK. Good to have you, Joel. Thank you for stopping in. This is actually a pretty good time to re-identify, but I'll save that for a second. Glad that you were able to come back to us, and we hope you'll come back. This right here is the Beacon Net. We meet on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we usually have our two trivia answers, and it's a lot of fun, so we hope you come back and say hi again. This is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo Lucy, and I am net control for tonight. We're going to clear with 4 Echo 0 X-ray, and we're going to move, we're not going to move completely past because Mike checked in out KC5 MON. Glad to have you on the list. And now we're going to get to RevKev K6 KJV. How are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers?
Thank you very much, sir, Miss Lucy. This is King 6 King James version here in Valley Springs, California. I appreciate it. That's okay. I get tongue-tied myself. And, I didn't mean to insult Josh. It's just that, us Cornwaldo beans, we're just, we're afraid of black helicopters and, we wear our red tinfoil hats. Notice I said red. I better shut up. Okay, Double D. That's what it is. And I know that's a big surprise for everybody. Delta and Delta. Us Cornwaldo beans got to stick together. And no such thing as a bad Cornwaldo bean. Just a little schizophrenic, but you can never go wrong with the Cornwaldo bean. So with that, I'll pass the mic back to you there, Miss Lucy from KE6KJV.
I wouldn't be a net without any sort of comment of that kind. We've got you down for Double D because of course we do, and I think that matches our Grinch Waldo being living in the, what is it, the Fort Cornwall? Yeah, but he would live in the Fort Cornwall.
Oh.
Yes, he wouldn't live in the seas. That would be weird. Anyway, good to have you, and we've got you down for your answers. We're going to clear with Kevin, and we're going to move on to K04DKN. David is what we've got you listed right now, but if you go by something else, let us know. Also, what are your trivia answers?
I'm walking the dog, so hopefully I can still reach my hotspot in the house. I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie tonight.
Props to you for multitasking, and we've got you down for Charlie and Charlie. Hope you have a great night, and good luck with the doggos. We're going to move on to KQ4BGY. Fred, I think. What are your trivia answers, and how are you doing tonight? KQ4BGY, are you out there? Nothing heard, which is sad. I just saw Josh in the blue screen. Anyway, if you're not in the blue screen, what that is on NetLogger, you can go to the Almost Instant Messenger window, and it pulls up a blue screen, and people chime in there. You can also go to rag2.app on a browser, on a mobile browser even, and you can chime in that way as well. So that's what I talk about with the blue screen. We're going to clear with KQ4BGY. We'll probably mark him in and out because that was already circle back. And we're going to talk with William N5JOJ. And if you go by something else, let us know. And what are your trivia answers?
Okay, good evening to the net there. And I'm kind of doing two different things here, so I really didn't get the trivia question there, so I'm just going to leave that blank for this evening there, but everybody out there, and I go by Bill, Bravo India Lima in northeast Oklahoma here, and just joining the net there, so good evening to everyone. And 5JOJ, back to net control.
Well, Bill, we're glad to have you. Thanks for checking in. And you know what? We're pretty much almost at the bottom of our list. We've got one more call sign to go through, so we're actually going to do a real quick trivia reread, and lucky you, I am in charge of main trivia. So the main trivia for tonight is the following. His call sign was K2ORS, and he wrote and narrated a classic film that had everyone saying you'll shoot your eye out. Who is it? A. Clive Cussler, B. Franklin W. Dixon, C. Gene Shepard, or C. the Grinch Waldo Bean. So that's the main trivia. I'll post it in the blue screen, and I'm going to pass it off to W8HRF, my co-trivia host, and he's going to give you the alternate trivia for tonight.
K8YUK, W8HRF. Tonight's alternate trivia question is, the German U-boat U-505 was captured by the United States Navy during World War II. It was the first enemy warship captured by the U.S. since which war? By the U.S. Navy since which war? The options are Alpha, the Civil War, Bravo, the Spanish-American War, Charlie, the War of 1812, or Delta, the Siege of Fort Cornwall. Again, tonight's alternate trivia question. The German U-boat U-505 was captured by the U.S. Navy during World War II. It was the first enemy warship captured by the U.S. Navy since which war? Your options are Alpha, the Civil War, Bravo, the Spanish-American War, Charlie, the War of 1812, or Delta, the Siege of Fort Cornwall. W8HRF, back to K8YUK.
W8HRF, KEAYUK. Now that we have the trivia reread, I'm going to reach back out to Bill, N5JOJ. Would you like to give your trivia answers now?
Yeah, okay. On the first one, no clue, but I'm going to say C. On the second one, D. Let's try that. 5 JOJ.
All right, we've got you down for C and D. All the phonetic of the alphabet has left my brain, so it looks like CD-ROM, and that's what we have. All right, thanks for checking in. Good to have you. We are almost at the bottom of our list, but not quite. We've got Scott, VA4SMC. How are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers?
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, Victor Alpha 4, Sierra Mike Charlie, Scott in Winnipeg returning. Evening, thanks for taking my check-in, and hello to everyone on the net tonight. Doing pretty good here in Winnipeg, nice warm evening, partly cloudy and stuff here, but nice and cool. So it's warm, it was hot there on the weekend, but it cooled off there, but it's kind of 20 degrees right now, so it's just perfect. And trivia answers, let's see. C for sure for the first one, and then I have no idea for the second question. I'm not even sure what Fort Cornwall is, but I don't think it's that one. And I'm not sure how the Civil War went down really either, being up here in Canada, but like, was it the U.S. Navy, the Navy for both sides? I don't know how that worked. And then Spanish-American War, I don't know much about that either, so maybe the War of 1812. VA4SMC.
VA4SMC, KE8YUK. We have an entire Cornwaldo Bean history. I think both historians are in the chat, although the date of one of them is questionable at this point in time. But if you ever hop in the blue screen, I bet they will regale you with some form of history about the siege of Fort Cornwall and the rest of the Cornwaldo Bean history. But this is kind of an ongoing joke and theme to our trivia that we have here on the Beacon Net, which meets on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're happy to have you. We've got you down for C and C. I wish you luck with those answers. And we're actually at the bottom of our list now. So I just re-identified. This is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo as net control. And if you would like to be put on the list for the Beacon Net tonight, please call now. Wow, remarkably nothing heard. I don't know what happened. I think the entire world was in shock that someone didn't know Waldo Beans, as Rev Kev is right now. But we're going to try again, see if anybody's out there. If you want to be on the list for the Beacon Net tonight, please call now with your call sign, phonetically, and also your name and where you're from.
Kilowatt Charlie 8, Lima Yankee Golf, KC8 LYG, Rick and Maslin Portable. We'll be in and out. Just wanting to take a...
Hotel Control, November 2, Kilo Golf Delta, and KD, Nick, Mobile, Asheville County. In and out checking.
All right, well, we got an in-and-out check-in from KC8LYG Rick, and then we had a collision. I heard a mobile, and then another person got just absolutely stomped on. So if the first one, Nick, if you could come back first, followed by whoever you collided with, that would be marvelous.
Here is November 3, Kilo Golf Delta, that's on 3 KGD, Nick, Mobile, in Ashtabula County, heading to work. In and out, check-in.
All right, we got most of your call sign. It was a little choppy, so now you changed it. N3K, and then we missed the second to last alphabet, and then we got D. So if you could do it phonetically one more time, hopefully we'll get it this time. Back to you, Nick.
November 3 Kilo Golf Delta. Kilo Golf Delta. Kilo Golf Delta.
Thank you so much. We got you this time. We've got you down N3KGD, and appreciate it. I know it can be frustrating. And then there was someone you collided with. If there's anyone else we missed who wants to check into the BeaconNet, please do so. Well, we got two more check-ins, but they were both in and out, so thank you very much, Rick and Nick. How about that? Glad that you stopped by. Sorry for the frustration of working with my check-ins, but I appreciate your patience. We're going to toss it over to W8HRF for some updates and announcements, and he's going to take it away from there. W8HRF, KEYUK.
K8YUK, W8HRF. All right, just a couple of announcements. Well, things are a little slower here before we go up to the net control team. If you go to the SARA website, w8wky.org, there's a couple of events coming up here on September 7th. Saturday, September 7th is Ohio State Parks on the Air. The setup, the SARA Club was invited by Craig, N80H. Any members who would like to participate in Ohio State Parks on the Air, he invited to the Quail Hollow State Park. Setup will be at 8 a.m. Operating will be from 10 to 6. There's a address on the website if you need it. It's a good opportunity to practice contesting. There's contact information up on the website as well if you're interested in that. Also, Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club is sponsoring a Everyone on the Air event that's coming up here on Wednesday, September the 11th, from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. So this is kind of a more it's more local to Summit County here in Ohio, and the goal is to help get a lot of to drive up the interest from technicians, get technicians on the air. They're going to be focusing on the 2 meter, 70 centimeter, 6 meter, and 10 meter sideband within the tech privileges there, doing kind of a Parks on the Air style event, but at the Summit County Metro Parks. So if you're interested in that, there's more information on the club website. So with that, I'll pass it back to Lucy. We'll do another round of check-ins, and if there's nobody else, we'll run up to the net control team and talk to them. W8HRF, back to K8YUK.
Thank you so much for those updates. We just had two people pop in on the blue screen, so I'm going to toss the attention over to them to see if they want to be on the list. KC0LRM, are you out there, and do you have any trivia answers for us?
Hold on a second. I had to turn the radio off over here. I was just trying to actually read the trivia questions since I just got here. I want to say C for the first one if you haven't gave the answers out yet, and let's go D on the second one. Things going pretty good here. A little late getting here tonight. Glad to hear you're running the net. Hope everybody's having a good night out, a good day out there. And weather say we're supposed to cool off here in a couple of days, so I'm waiting for that. We might get some rain, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. With that, back to you, and I'll let you get on down the list there. I see you got another one behind me. All right, thanks for running the net, and whoever's doing the login, and y'all have a good evening. All right, KC0LRM clear.
much for stopping in, Kelly. Sorry I caught you in the middle of reading reading the trivia answers. We've got you for C and D, and my logger is my lovely assistant. Well, my assistant, Josh, and my husband. We're going to say thanks for stopping in, and we're going to see if Jack's out there. KG5RXC. Do you want to be on the list? Psych, you are, and do you have trivia answers for us? All right, he might just be lurking. This is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo. With the Beacon Net, we meet on Sunday and Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you're from Oklahoma, you can get here from the Board and Breaker Hub, etc., and so forth. One more call, and then go up. All right, we're going to do one more call to see if anybody wants to check in. We have not read the trivia answers yet, so if you are on the blue screen and you want to read them there, that'd be marvelous. And if you want to check in, now's your chance.
K5 CBM, just to check in.
AI 5Q, recheck with a brief announcement.
KG5RX Charlie, just checking in.
AI7YU, Wayne, coming in on Echolink.
All right, we've got Jack for real this time, KG5RXC, and we've got a recheck from AI5Q. We'll get to you in a second. And we also have Wayne, AI7YU. We'll get to you guys in a second. First, we're going to see what's up with Jairus, AI5Q. We also have K5CVM. I don't know how I missed that on my end. Jairus, what's going on?
Thanks, Lucy. I was still a little bit out of it earlier. I just wanted to mention that for anybody that was not paying attention to the Board and Breaker Net today, they are within striking distance of their 100,000th check-in tomorrow. It will happen tomorrow unless the net completely falls on its face and we don't get any check-ins. So we are looking to get the 100,000th check-in tomorrow. I know what line number it is. I may or may not be going for it. I can't tell you guys because that's privileged information. But if you paid attention to what Nick put in the blue screen earlier today, you can figure it out yourself. So it's going to be some steep competition for that 100,000th slot, and it's going to get ugly. But just thinking it's going to be fun. AI5Q back to net control.
Well, thanks a lot, Jairus. Josh and I both just pounced on the blue screen trying to figure out what Nick said so we can figure it out ourselves. The entire net has just gone off the rails. Good to know, though, and congratulations to the entire team. Very, very proud of you guys, and I have not even been a ham for that long. So nice job to all of you guys. We're going to get back to our list. Do you want to confirm the call sign first or just go down? All right. We're going to talk with Jack, KG5RXC. How are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers?
Yes, ma'am. This is KG5RX Charlie. I'm just checking in. I just kind of popped in, and I'm going to probably have to back out of here. I got to hit SEC and get up early tomorrow morning, so I just wanted to see what was going on and just get a little familiar more with these programs and the way things work. So I'll turn it back over to you, Net Control. I don't have any other answers for those questions. I didn't hear them, but I just got on late, so thanks anyway.
picked a real good one to learn more about. The Beacon Net happens on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights. We usually have alt trivia and main trivia. Main trivia is usually radio related. Alt trivia is bonkers. Clearly, we have a couple inside jokes that just circulate through various nets. Simblay hasn't shown up for a while, but I started that, so I feel like I need to bring it up. But it's a great group of people. It's a lot of fun. Some nights are later than others, but yeah, it's a great time. If you're interested in the nets that we do, there is the barometer net that happens in the mornings. It starts at 7 a.m. on every morning except for Sundays on this same repeater. And we also link up with the Boredom Breaker net that is every day from 1 to 3 Eastern time. And that's also a lot of fun. So we hope you'll come back and stick around longer next time if you can. We're going to clear with KG5RXC, and we're going to confirm the call or get a recheck of who K5CVM is. You're not showing up from QRZ, so we're trying to figure out if we have it wrong or what's going on with that. So, call sign that is or sounds like K5CVM. Go ahead and give us your corrections and your trivia if you have any.
At 5, Charlie Bravo Mike. I just wanted to check in. Hadn't been on this net in a long time, so no trivia, just to check in.
Glad to have you back then. I am new to this net, relatively speaking, so we probably wouldn't have interacted earlier, but glad to have you now, and hope you have a great rest of your night. We're going to clear with K5CBM, and we're going to talk to AI7YU. Wayne, how are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers?
Well, it's my day off, and I'm just kind of hanging out around the house. I'm coming into Echolink. I've got Absolute Tech saved as a. I was just kind of panning through channels, seeing if anybody was doing anything, and found you guys. So, I have zero idea what the questions are, and where's the blue screen located at that I could find those. I've kind of been prowling around on the internet trying to find out what you guys are talking about. Back to net.
Well, we're glad that you stumbled upon us. So what we talk about with the blue screen is the blue screen that comes up from the almost instant messenger window on NetLogger. NetLogger is a free software you can download, and once you get your call sign all logged in and everything coordinated for that, you can monitor a net, and when that net shows up on your screen, it has the call signs and all the information from the various check-ins. You can click on the AIM window, the AIM window, and that pops up and it's a blue screen. So we call it blue screen. You can also access it by just going to ragchu.app, all one word, with the dot, where the dot is. Self-explanatory. Bless you. I don't know if that was a Caesar, you're laughing at me. Anyway, you can also chime in from there. So that's what we're talking about with the blue screen, and it's a lot of fun. And because we're almost at the bottom of the list, we're going to reread trivia, because I have the power to do that. So I'm going to drop it real quick and reread our main trivia. All right, main trivia. His call sign was K2ORS, and he wrote and narrated a classic film that had everyone saying, "You'll shoot your eye out." Who is it? A. Clive Cussler, B. Franklin W. Dixon, C. Gene Shepard, or D. The Grinch Waldo Bean? That's main trivia. I'm going to pass it over to W8HRF, and he's going to give you alt trivia for tonight.
K8YUK, W8HRF. Tonight's alternate trivia question is, the German U-boat U-505 was captured by the United States Navy during World War II. It was the first enemy warship captured by the U.S. Navy since which war? Alpha, the American Civil War. The Spanish-American War. Charlie, the War of 1812, or Delta, the Siege of Fort Cornwall. Again, tonight's alternate trivia question. The German U-boat U-505 was captured by the U.S. Navy during World War II. It was the first enemy warship captured by the U.S. Navy since which war? Your options are Alpha, the Civil War, Bravo, the Spanish-American War, Charlie, the War of 1812, or Delta, the Siege of Fort Cornwall. KE8YUK, W8HRF.
All right, thank you for the reread, Josh. I'm holding my microphone backwards. I'm a genius. Hopefully that's better. AI7YU, Wayne, would you like to chime in with your trivia answers now that you have heard them reread?
Terribly sorry. I was not paying attention. I was...
It was really hard. I wasn't ready for that. I know that feeling very well. Your transmission dropped off there for some reason, but we got the message. I wish you luck in finding the blue screen. Like I said, you can find it in NetLogger, or you can do rag2.app, and that should work on any browser, I believe. And we hope to have you back, and hope you'll become a regular. It's a lot of fun. I only got involved because Josh got involved, and now look at me sitting in the big chair for the big shoe. So, great fun, great people. We're going to clear with AI7YU, and we're going to talk with Stephen KJ4FAE. How are you doing tonight, and what are your trivia answers? KJ4FAE, are you out there? Nothing heard. We're going to clear with KJ4FAE, and we're going to talk to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How are you doing tonight? And do you have any updates on Larry? We're all wondering.
Good evening, guys. This is KI5TAQ. A good Wednesday night. As far as trivia question, I'm going to go with Double D just to have a little bit of fun. As far as making everybody wondering where am I going on vacation? Well, the where will be off the continent. In the water. That's all I'm going to say. But anyways, almost time for me to think about getting ready to go home, too. And I'll just say 7-3s for now and let you get on down the line. This is KI5TAQ.
Well, we wish you enjoyment with swimming with the dolphins or sharks or octopus or Davy Jones. Unclear. Enjoy. And we've got you down for Double D. We're going to clear with Taco Tim. We're going to talk to Wayne, KK7OAX, and see if he's out there. And what are your trivia answers?
Yeah, I didn't hear I wasn't paying attention with the questions.
You were cutting in and out there, KK7OAX, Wayne. I don't know if Echolink died on you or if the connection died, but you dropped out mid-transmission. So I'm going to pass it back to you, see if we can get anything stronger. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know what's going on. We lost Wayne, and then we lost Wayne. So that happened. But hopefully we'll catch you down the log. Hopefully you'll come back. This is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo with the Beacon Net. And we have one more person on our list that we pulled from the blue screen. K6YEK, are you out there? Nothing heard from K6YEK, and we've got a pretty here at 40. We're going to toss it back up to the net control team, probably get our trivia answers, and then we'll do one more call just to see if anybody is hopping in there last minute. So, oh look, it's me at the top of the list. We're doing all right. I think Betty chipped her tooth, which is weird. I can't tell. She's a baby. It's a little tooth. It's a little tip. I really don't know. But that's been the most intriguing thing around here. Otherwise, she's just drawing on anything she can, climbing on anything she can, falling off anything she can, and eating everything that she's not supposed to and refusing her good food. Toddlerhood. We're going to pass it over to W8HRF. This is KE8YUK, passing it over to W8HRF.
KE8YUK, W8HRF. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. Trivia. I'm going to get on the Charlie train and go with Gene Shepard for my main. So I'll put myself down for Charlie. And not too much else has been going on. Just work. Watched Betty a little bit today. That was fun. We watched a lot of trains. Sometimes we've got her, whenever a train will roll by and you hear the whistle, she'll point her ear to show I heard something, and then she'll start going choo-choo and making the pulling the whistle motion with her arm. So that's kind of cool. Besides that, not too much else. Looking forward to the long weekend. Wish everybody a happy Labor Day coming up here in a couple of days. Who's in the U.S.? I know we got a couple of folks from Canada and out of the country here. So, but besides that, not too much else. Just looking forward to the weekend. Got some projects I'm going to start. So, with that, I'm going to pass it back to Lucy, and I'll be back a little bit later to read the alternate trivia answer. KE8YUK, W8HRF.
All right, thanks for that, Josh. Sounds like a really cute kid. I hope I get to... we're going to clear with Josh, and we're going to see if the Squatch is still out there. KD8EPC, Dustin, how are you doing tonight?
W8WKY.
KE8YUK on the Beacon Net. This is KD8EPC. Well, good evening to you, Miss Lucy. Let me start out with the trivia there. I'm going to go in solidarity with Rev Kevin. Choose double D's tonight. Boy, not a lot going on. Today is my day off. I've got tomorrow off too. So unfortunately, we don't get the long weekend. Our week starts Friday and we work through Tuesday. So we'll be there twiddling our thumbs because everybody will be out barbecuing and enjoying the nice weather. So there you go. That's all I've got for you tonight. Thanks for running the net. Have a great rest of the evening and get lots more check-ins. This is KD8EPC. Back to net control.
All right, we've got you down for DND, and well, at least you're not going to be uber busy over the holiday season. Maybe we'll order a pizza from you just specifically to give you something to do. It would also mean that I wouldn't have to cook, which would be great. I got to stop reading the blue screen. We're going to clear with Dustin, and we're going to see how KD8SLG is doing. He just popped in the blue screen, so I think he's still awake. How are you doing, Nick? And what are your trivia answers?
KE8YUK, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Miss Lucy and all of the Beacon netizens. Let's start with trivia. As always, I will be voting in solidarity with Rev Kev. Double D's. Those are my answers there. down on the farm tonight, having a good time. Hopefully, I haven't checked my email, but Gary said he was going to try to get out a date on the K3LR field trip, and I'm looking forward to that. There we go. It's KD8SLG back to net control.
Good to hear from you, Nick. You sound very relaxed. We've got you down for D&D, and we hope you have a great rest of your night. And I haven't seen an email from Gary. Granted, I wasn't really on that list in the first place, but I don't think he sent anything out yet, so we shall see. We're going to clear with KD8SLG, and we're going to talk to another Nick at night, KE8QKO. How are you doing tonight? And do you have trivia answers for us?
KE8YUK, KE8QKO. I'm doing fine. It's a Wednesday before a holiday weekend, so I have that going for me. My son started school today, so that's also awesome. The house was so quiet today. So quiet. But, yeah, other than that, we're just kind of hanging out and doing our thing. I'm getting ready to do some barbecue this weekend, as Dustin mentioned that. I'm going to do some pork belly burn-ins, some beef burn-ins from brisket point, and I'm going to do some pulled chicken. That'll be our Saturday barbecue end-of-year thing we have with friends. And going to the air show in Cleveland on Monday, so that'll be fun. And, yeah, just enjoying a good holiday weekend and getting ready for it. The answers for my trivia are going to be Charlie and Charlie. So let's see how those work out. And with that, I'll pass it back to you. Oh, wait. Taco Tim. I had a thought last Sunday that Taco Tim was going to go tour a Bofang factory in China. He said he's leaving the continent. So I'm sticking with that as my guess. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
I bet you nailed it, Nick. We've got you down for C&C. Glad to hear from you. Have a great weekend, and we're going to talk to KE8VZA. Eric, how are you doing tonight? Somehow we've got you down for D&D, but is that what you're going with?
KE8YUK in the group, KE8VZA here. Yeah, I'm on the double D bandwagon tonight with the rest of the crew. What else? Yeah, I'm still awake. I didn't think I would be this awake at this point in time, but it's fading fast. So good thing we're coming to the end of the net here. Looking forward to the holiday weekend. Might cook up some bacon, go with some pancakes to enjoy with the fam. Maybe some scrambled eggs in there too. I love breakfast food. It's the best. One of my wife's college friends is passing through this weekend, and my parents are probably going to come over too. And I really hope Larry surfaces soon. I'm a little concerned. I hope Alan left him with some water wherever he is. Anyway, so he's got to stay hydrated. But anyway, everybody enjoy the rest of the week and have a great holiday weekend. KE8VZA, back to net control.
KE8VZA, glad you're still awake. I think the Cornwaldo beam energy is too strong tonight. I don't think you could fall asleep even if you wanted to. All right, that's everybody. So I'm going to go on over to my main trivia and give you the answers. I'm going to let it drop, and then we're going to go through that whole spiel before I pass it off for Josh for alternate trivia. All right, this is Lucy with the BeaconNet KE8. Sorry, I did that out of order. This is Lucy, KE8YUK, with the BeaconNet for re-identifying, and here is our main trivia. His call time was K2ORS, and he wrote and narrated a classic film that had everyone saying, "You'll shoot your eye out." Who is it? A. Clive Cussler, B. Franklin W. Dixon, C. Gene Shepard, or D. The Grinch Waldo Beam? The answer is C. Gene Shepard. A lot of people are happy. Gene Shepard was a writer and radio television personality who narrated A Christmas Story. The movie was based on his writing. Clive Cussler is a maritime history authority and author of many books, including Raise the Titanic. Franklin W. Dixon was the pseudonym for a host of writers who authored the Hardy Boys series. My only other comment on that is my little sister had her birthday on Monday, and as she was opening one of her presents, she made a joke about it being a BB gun, and it turned out to be a pink Rider, and she was very happy about it and keeps carrying it around the house concerning everyone. But it's probably going to be fine. I'm going to pass it over to W8HRF for our alternate trivia.
K8YUK, W8HRF. All right, tonight's alternate trivia question for the last time was the German U-boat U-505 was captured by the United States Navy during World War II. It was the first enemy warship captured by the U.S. Navy since which war? Your options were Alpha, the Civil War, Bravo, the Spanish-American War, Charlie, the War of 1812, or Delta, the Siege of Fort Cornwall. As many of you guessed, the answer is Charlie, the War of 1812. U-505 was captured by the U.S. Navy on June 4th, 1944, off the coast of West Africa during an operation led by Captain Daniel Gallery. The U.S. Navy had been hunting German U-boats as part of the battle in the Atlantic when U-505 was forced to the surface after being damaged by depth charges. The ship that was captured in the War of 1812, that was captured by the USS Constitution. It was engaged and defeated a British frigate, the HMS Guerriere, I believe is how it's pronounced, on August 19th, 1812, off the coast of Nova Scotia. The battle was a pivotal moment early in the war as the Constitution, nicknamed Old Ironsides, severely damaged the British ship, forcing her to surrender. This victory not only boosted American morale, but also challenged British naval supremacy. So the answer was Charlie, the War of 1812. KE8YUK, this is W8HRF. Have a good night, everybody. Back to Lucy.
And the British never recovered. No. Anyway, that is our trivia read out. So we're going to see if anyone else wants to jump onto our list before we close down for the night. If you want to check into the BeaconNet, my name is Lucy. My call sign is KE8YUK. And this will probably be the final round of check-ins if you want to check into tonight's BeaconNet. If you want to, call now.
W8WKY.
All right, well, that seems to be it. So, on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KE8YUK, Josh, W8HRF, KD8EPC, KD8SLG, KE8QKO, and KE8VVA. We wish everyone a fantastic night, and thank you for checking in with us this evening. You're welcome to come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, which is we meet on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater. You can also find us on Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. In the same locations, you can find the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. And don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R, or here on W8WKY on Wednesdays. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is Lucy, KE8YUK, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time. 73s, and God bless.
FQV.
KC8FQV, W8HRF.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment about what's it called, saying tomorrow's the 1,000th number. Yeah, you can't be cheating looking at the log. I was going to say that disqualifies you if you have control of the log. But yeah, how's everything? It sounds like everything going there good at your place. Yeah, I get all them what the heck? Nugans, they're all gone. I guess Betty took care of them. KCFQV.
KC8FQV, W8HRF. Lucy has indeed informed me that Betty has taken care of all of the Fig Newtons. Well, she actually ate 2 oranges when I got them ready for her this evening. She's got lots of healthy food. Anyways, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see who gets 100,000 tomorrow. I still have to scroll back up in the messenger window to see what Nick's hint was. So, anyways, thanks for checking in tonight, Mark. Good to hear you, and we'll hear you on the barometer net in the morning. KC8FTV, W8HRF.
Yep, I'll hear you in the morning, KCFQV.
AB8MO, W8HRF.
Could scramble my corded microphone here. W8HRF, AB8MO. Hi, Josh.
Hey, I was just going to ask if I needed to do anything to disconnect 015, but it looks like you connected your node and did the Echolink bridge that way. So, anyways, that answers my question, I guess.
Well, I guess I could disconnect it on my end. I don't know. It'll work either way, so I guess I'll just pull the plug here. Just disconnect that.
KDA SLG AI5Q, you around there, Nick?
Nick might not be, but I'm certainly here. AI5Q, KD8EPC. Hi, Jairus.
Hey, Dustin. I was just going to get his take on what I plan on doing tomorrow. Is that cheating, or is that using all your tools at your disposal? I'm just kind of curious. I'm not sure which side of the fence I'm landing on here, but I know which side of the fence you're landing on.
Well, the thing is, this is a fierce competition, and he's in it too. So there you go.
It'll all be fun, and I can't really monitor NetLogger from work, so it's going to have to be real interesting. I can remote into a computer at the house and watch it, but there's a little bit of a lag involved in that, so I may not. I may have to go home for lunch and spend an hour and a half at the house.
Well, I've got got tomorrow off, so I plan to be in front of the computer as soon as the net starts, and one way or another, I'm going to try to force my way into number 100,000, because, it's cool to have that number there. Alan's got one, Nick's got one, Greg's got one, all kinds of people got their number. I haven't made a number like that yet.
Well, let me just say, do you remember Sean's secret weapon for beating the pants off of Declan on the Friday afternoon nets? If you don't, I'm not going to refresh your memory, but I'm just saying, he had a secret weapon that allowed him to trounce Declan's backside and just beat that poor kid down into submission anytime he wanted. And if you don't know what it is, I'll explain it to you after tomorrow.
Well, you'll have to give me the down and the low tomorrow afternoon there then, because I heard about it, but I don't remember what exactly it was. Because you know me, I'm technically illiterate. I can barely even turn on a computer. So there you go. But I think it'll be fierce competition. Alex sent everybody out an email today, so we're there and we're going to try our best. So I hope one of us gets it. That's all that matters. Somebody cool better get the 100,000.
Yeah, I'm just praying that it's not Gil. I hope it doesn't work out to that time. That would be the pits. But anybody else, I'd probably be, well, I don't know, not anybody, but most other people I'd be okay with. I don't want to say who I'd not be okay with that might be listening.
Well, you and I both have a list, and I'm pretty sure that list contains the same people, so we don't have to say it high. But, yeah, you know, I gave Greg his came in. I think he was 50,000 or something, and I remember me and Nick telling him that. And that was pretty cool, and it's hard to believe we're going to be at 100,000 tomorrow already. That's wild.
W8WKY.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Can't believe it's gone on this long and taken off this well and is still valid with so many net options out there. Kind of like the dark horse that came out of nowhere. Little old Claremore, Oklahoma on the world map of Allstar. You know what I mean? Just never expected to be playing with the big boys.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're connected to the Boredom Breaker Hub, you're generally connected to all kinds of things all over the country and the world, so that's just pretty cool, too. And I'll tell you, I've been glad to meet all y'all from Oklahoma. I went and I saw the movie Twisters again for the second time this past weekend, and it's funny, I was telling Nick, every town in Oklahoma that they mentioned, I recognize the name of because of you guys.
That's really cool. That's really cool, actually. And yeah, it's funny if we ever get a new meteorologist in town, you can tell they're new because they don't know how to pronounce all the towns, and you're just like, oh, shaking your head. No, they should have listened to 30 years of broadcast television in the area. They'd know how to say everything, but not everybody has that luxury of growing up in this area, so that was pretty funny. But anyway, I'll let you go. It'll be a good competition tomorrow. May the best ham win. AI 5Q.
All right there, Jairus. Yeah, may the best ham win. 73, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you there again at Down the Log real soon. This is KD80PC. I'm going to be clear. 73, y'all.
W8WKY. W8WKY repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY.